Hello everyone, I'm Akanksha and you are watching our YouTube channel TNV Academy. Let's start with today's session. Everywhere you look, you'll find the ISI mark on packaged water, cement bags, electrical appliances, and even toys. But have you ever wondered what this little mark really means? It represents the Bureau of Indian Standards Certification, better known as BIS. In today's session, I'm going to walk you through the complete step-by-step process of BIS certification in India. We will not only talk about the forms and fees, but also the real-world challenges, case studies, and pro tips to help you understand why BIS is not just paperwork, but a gateway to consumer trust and compliance. First of all, let's discuss what is BIS. BIS stands for Bureau of Indian Standards, the national standards body of India. Its main role is to set Indian standards, check product quality, and certify companies that meet these standards. For example, when you pick up an electric iron with an ISI mark, you instantly feel safer because it guarantees the product has passed safety test. BIS was established to make sure Indian consumers get products that are reliable, durable, and safe. So in simple words, BIS is the watchdog of product quality in India. Now let's discuss why BIS certification matters. Why go through the hassle of BIS certification? There are three major reasons. First, legal compliance. Certain products in India cannot be sold without BIS certification, like cement, steel, toys, packaged drinking water, and most electronics. Second, consumer trust. Customers recognize the ISI mark and prefer certified products over uncertified ones. And third, market advantage. If you want to export, many buyers insist on BIS certification. Without it, they won't even shortlist your product. To bring this to life, let's look at a case. A toy manufacturer in Delhi was fined and his goods were seized because he didn't have a BIS license. That is how serious this is. Now let's discuss about the types of BIS certification. Now BIS isn't one single certificate. There are three key types. First, ISI mark certification. This is the classic one, required for most domestic products. Second, FMCS, or the Foreign Manufacturers Certification Scheme. If a company outside India wants to sell products here, it must apply through FMCS. And third, CRS, the Compulsory Registration Scheme, which is especially for electronics and IT products like laptops, filters, and LED lights. For example, if a Chinese company makes LED bulbs and wants to export to India, they need to apply under FMCS before shipping even a single container. Now the step-by-step process of BIS certification in India. Step 1. Identify the applicable standard. The very first step is to identify which Indian standard applies to your product. Each product has a code. For bottled water, it's IS 14543. For Portland cement, it is IS 269. You must go to the BIS website, check the mandatory certification list, and confirm whether your product is listed. And the pro tip is always check the latest version of the standard. Using an outdated one is one of the top reasons for rejection. Step 2. Documentation. Once you know your standard, prepare your documents. This includes the application form, test reports, manufacturing process details, and quality control records. If you are a foreign company, you also need to appoint an Indian authorized representative and submit their documents as well. A well-prepared document set speeds up approval, whereas missing information can delay your application by months. Now step 3. Product testing. This is the heart of the BIS process. Your product must be tested in a BIS-recognized laboratory. For cement, they test setting time, strength, and chemical properties. For electronics, they check safety, durability, and energy efficiency. Take an example. When a mobile charger explodes, often it's because it bypassed testing. That's why BIS insists on independent lab results, not just your in-house testing. Step 4. Filling the application. Next comes filling the application online through the BIS portal. Here you upload all documents, attach your lab test reports, and pay the necessary fee. Fees depend on the type of certification. ISI, FMCS or CRS. The portal is user-friendly but requires careful attention. Even a small mistake in uploading the wrong report can lead to rejection. Step 5. Factory Inspection. After reviewing your application, BIS will send an officer for a factory inspection. This is one of the most critical steps. They check your production process, quality control system, machinery and raw materials. In a toy factory, for example, they check if paints are lead-free and if materials are safe for children. Many companies make the mistake of hiding weaknesses, but inspectors are trained to find them. Step 6. Grant of BIS. If everything goes well, your documents are correct, lab test pass and the inspection is successful, BIS will grant your license. You can now proudly put the ISI mark or BIS certification logo on your product. The license is valid for 2 years initially and later it can be renewed. Seeing that approval stamp feels like unlocking a new market. Now let's have a look on the future of BIS certification. Looking ahead, BIS certification is only going to expand. More products are being added to the mandatory list every year, from toys to chemicals to electronics. The portal is becoming more digital and BIS is aligning with international standards like ISO and IEC. This means Indian products will gain more recognition globally, but it also means stricter compliance for manufacturers. BIS certification is not just about a mark on paper. It is about consumer trust, safety, and market growth. For companies, it is a passport to new opportunities, and for consumers, it is a promise of quality. So whether you are a small business or a global giant, following this process carefully turns compliance into a competitive edge. Thanks everyone for watching this detailed session, and I, Akanksha Mishra, will see you in the next episode of TNV Academy.